Next up on the list, we have the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, and even though Ubisoft is in a complete mess right now and just almost everyone hates them and they might be getting bought by Tencent, Ubisoft is still counting on the Black Flag remake to do super well. Internally, they really want this game to succeed because this is like the last straw for Ubisoft, or they're completely done. And Insider Gaming has received its first information of the official remake, and it first says that prior to the recent Assassin's Creed Shadows delay, which is understood to have affected the Assassin's Creed pipeline of content releases, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake was to be released around November 2025, which would be around the same time that the series multiplayer offering, codenamed Invictus, is to be released. They continue on to say that they understand that this is part of Ubisoft's ramp-up strategy for the Assassin's Creed series, which will see around 10 Assassin's Creed titles of various lengths and experiences released in the next 5 years, and 2025 will have the Black Flag remake and the multiplayer Assassin's Creed game, which both games sounds pretty ambitious, but we never know guys, it's Ubisoft. Unfortunately though, the recent Assassin's Creed Shadows delay might have delayed the Black Flag remake. It's not officially confirmed yet, but it might have been delayed, we don't know, to maybe early 2026, but for now we don't know. And a unknown Ubisoft employee has also sent gameplay to Insider Gaming of the Black Flag remake, under the condition that it does not go public, and it shows Edward Kenway sailing a ship on the upgraded Anvil engine, and it looks really great. That is all we know for now, but I really like this Black Flag game. I hope they don't mess it up because I don't know that this is literally the last straw for Ubisoft.
She's here. She's somewhere in this sector.
But I had to discover what lay beyond. I had to see it with my own eyes. Who are you?
I'm here to help you. My name is Nolan. I'm a special investigator. I work with your father.
Help me.
We gotta go. Now.
I never asked for your help. Why are you risking everything for me?
I'm not gonna let them hurt you, Madeline. This city needs someone like you.
I never asked for any of this.
We'll find a way.
I hope you're right.
I am doing whatever is necessary to keep you safe.
Next up on the list, we have Battlefield 6, which DICE has officially confirmed that it will return to roots, which the roots of Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, including that this Battlefield will return to 64-player matches, the classic 4-class system, and a more back-to-basics approach. We still have to be extremely careful because every time these higher-ups say something of back to roots or this game will be the most ambitious Battlefield game, it's always not the most ambitious and it's always bad. I really hope that they do well with this one. They also revealed that the game will have large-scale community-driven testing early next year in 2025, in addition to stating that the game has had nearly daily internal testing for over a year now. They also confirmed a new experience within this game from Ripple Effect, which Insider Gaming has reported will be Battlefield's take on a new free-to-play battle royale to tie in with the game's premium release, just like Call of Duty Warzone for example. Battlefield 6 will take place somewhere between 2027 and 2030, security, with the campaign focused on a massive private military going up against NATO. The game will be set in various locations worldwide, including Gibraltar and the USA, which is also believed to be the setting for the Battle Royale experience. The aim for the multiplayer is currently for 45 different weapons on launch, double that of what Battlefield 2042's core multiplayer experience launched with. In addition, the goal is for around 10 multiplayer maps, putting it in line with the likes of Battlefield 1, 3, and 4. The game will also see a significant overhaul to its destruction, and while they couldn't verify if this means the return of Levolution, over half a dozen sources mentioned that the game will have caliber-based destruction, for example like Rainbow Six Siege, with different calibers causing different amounts of destruction. It's also understood that the game will see some changes to movement, with one example given by multiple sources, the ability to pick up and move down players.
We're here, the creators of Blight. In this clip, we'll take a closer look at posture, a crucial system that allows the player to effectively restrain and eliminate enemies. When a player breaks the posture of an enemy or catches them off guard, a small window of opportunity presents itself. Here, the player has the option to grab or perform a tackle. The effectiveness of this system depends on what type of weapon or honor the player decides to use.
Next up, take a look at the Bornless, which is kind of like an action, survival, or extraction game where you can drive different vehicles, you can kill different monsters, and you can also hunt other players. Check it out.
Shadows start to bloom. Light yourself a candle and hold it close. Pray the dear old Phoenix loves you the most.
This island pulls you in. And once it has you, there's no escape. I've lost track of how many corpses on my own. Sometimes I forget why I'm even here, what I'm searching for. The island didn't look like this before. Those who once called this place home have changed. The monsters they worship are even worse. This place belongs to them now. And so we fight. You, me, and all the other seekers. It's them I fear most of all. The strangers lurking in the darkness. The treasure. The ritual. The power it offers you. I wish I could resist. But once you get a taste, there's no going back.
Hello and welcome. I'm Luca Esposito, Senior Narrative Designer at Stormine Games, and I'm here to tell you more about Alex Taylor, the protagonist of A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. Our story expands on the personal circumstances and family ties of Alex Taylor, a young college student, in the same way that the A Quiet Place movies do, through a series of flashbacks that are interspersed throughout the present-day post-apocalypse. Alex is skilled in engineering and is a student at the local music college.
I can't believe you had this.
And has shown the ability to combine her passion and education together.
Why was it that everybody called her when she was little?
A tuneful technician.
She also has a boyfriend named Martin. Like all relationships, they have had their ups and downs.
I just wanted to say I'm really sorry.
But ultimately, they are deeply in love.
I love you so much.
Alex's mother died prior to the event of day one, and since then, she has maintained a strong connection with her father, Kenneth.
When I look into your eyes, I know she's still here.
As well as with Martin's parents, Robert and Laura.
They're all your moms?
Yep.
I know she likes to hunt, but this is a lot.
And that brings us to one of the difficult circumstances that Alex must deal with in the new, silent, post-apocalyptic world. Her asthma. She has dealt with it throughout her life, but in a world where deadly creatures pounce upon hearing a sound, having a flare-up could be the end for her. This isn't the only circumstance that endangers Alex in the present day, as early on in our story, she also discovers that she is pregnant with Martin's child.
Really? They're getting on us! What do we do?
Whether through flashbacks, notes, or quiet interactions, our aim is to tell a robust and unique story that dives into the thoughts, emotions, and relationships of an individual and their family, as they face the same challenges of those in the A Quiet Place movie franchise, a world where you must be silent to survive. You will see what happened on day one that set the trajectory of Alex Taylor's survival story, and you will experience what is going on in the current state of the apocalypse over 100 days in, when you get your hands on A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead, later this year.
Next up, I want you guys to take a look at the extremely ambitious action horror shooter Beautiful Light. It's also an extraction game where you can fight other players and there's a monster hunting you, which the monster is also an online player. This game is looking so ambitious, every single gameplay that we see, and I've been sent this exclusive gameplay, and yeah, every gameplay that we see, it looks even better than last time. They keep updating the gameplay features, they keep updating the environment, the graphics. It looks really special. I think this game will blow up. Next up, take a look at Blood of Mehran, which is a Prince of Persia inspired action game.
Someone must right the wrongs of the world. Someone must stand for those who cannot, and shift the sands of fate. Death is always close in the city of sand and blood.
We are in control here.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Don't worry, Your Highness. We'll be better acquainted soon. No!
Next up, take a look at Shadow Lab, which is kind of a Stalker/Metro inspired action horror game. Next up, take a look at Phantom Line, which is a horror shooter where you hunt down supernatural and kind of weird anomalies from the back rooms and things like that. It looks really special.
We need you to localize it and contain it. There's a lot of blue and red activity there. Do not engage. I repeat, do not engage. Your goal is simple. Search and contain the anomaly. I repeat, search. Atlas, do you copy? Respond, Atlas.
Next up, take a look at Towers of Aghasba, which is looking like a really great action-adventure game. It's kind of a relaxing game with some action here and there, and this is a game that I'm really waiting for. I just love some games from time to time that can give you some relaxing moments and also some exploration. Next up, take a look at The Path Unto the Abyss. The trailer, by the way, is in Spanish, but the game will also be in English, so don't worry about that. But I had to showcase this game, it looks really special.
Acá en esta tierra ya habitada, llegaron ellos. Los primeros se decían ser. Acá en la llanura donde cubrimos hoy con nuestro cuerpo el manto gris de esta ciudad desolada. Ellos, los anhelantes viajeros del mar, nacidos del continente de los reyes, sin saber qué les deparaba, de trabajo, sudor y lágrimas. Armaron sus casas de barro y plantaron vida, compartiendo con otros cuya naturaleza desconocían. Y con más fuerza que nunca lucharon para mantener sus raíces, sus creencias. Miraron el cielo en las celebraciones de la Epifanía y vieron viajar una luz de fuego que iluminó los campos llanos, y allí se fueron, buscando eso que descendía de la casa del Creador Todopoderoso, una señal.
Yo estuve ahí. Existe algo distinto que vive en lo profundo. Es como una sombra. Ahora lo siento conmigo todo el tiempo.
Y ese mensaje llegó.
¡Vení! ¡Vamos!
Tomando la forma de un niño sobre unas rocas, las más extrañas que jamás habían conocido.
¡Esta es nuestra tierra! ¡Nuestra patria! ¡Guerra a los invasores! ¡Vamos, Argentina, mierda!
Aquel que de la roca vino es quien deambula a oscuras hasta el fin de los tiempos. Como el mito.
Finally, take a look at a game that I'm really excited for that I haven't played the original. This is the Gothic 1 remake. I haven't played the original game and I think I'm gonna love this remake. It looks full of passion and actually made by developers that care about the franchise.
And guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Corinnis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out his best magicians to create a magical barrier around the entire valley. But something disturbed the creation of the barrier, trapping everyone inside. The convicts revolted and took control of the colony. They divided into 3 camps. The old camp is satisfied with the current situation. As long as they deliver the ore, the king supplies them with everything they need. The new camp, however, thinks they can use the ore to blow up the barrier. And then there is the sect from the swamp. They believe that a mysterious new deity will free them from their prison. Thus begins your journey in the open world of the Valley of Mines. Creating Gothic Remake, we focus on the 4 pillars that we consider the core of the series: simulation of a living world, exploration, story, and combat. Like the original 2001 title, Gothic Remake is set on creating an immersive and realistic world. Enjoy a complex life simulation on a scale hardly ever seen before in a video game. During the day, the inhabitants of the colony carry out a variety of activities, while nature, rich in all its diversity, lives out its own rhythm. All this gives the impression that this world can exist without the player. Explore the colony on your own and enjoy the unprecedented freedom this open world offers. In true RPG fashion, you decide when and where you go next, meet numerous interesting characters, understand their inner motivations, and earn their respect by completing a series of elaborate quests. How you solve or handle their problems depends entirely on your choices. No matter when, in what order, or if you do anything at all, the game will always respond appropriately to your decisions. Experience a complex and demanding combat system with satisfying character progression. Overcome your opponents using a variety of melee weapons, eliminate them from a distance, or learn the arcana of magic. Remember that each type of weapon behaves differently, and its effectiveness depends on training. We're aware that when creating a remake of a beloved title, it is hard to live up to the expectations of its long-term fans. However, we feel there is room to develop the experience further by telling new stories from the colony and expanding on those that die-hard fans have known for more than 2 decades. We are also focusing our attention on enhancing many aspects of gameplay, such as diverse NPC routines and reactions, more complex crafting, and more rewarding character progression.